batedor. Quem deverá bater, cobrar? Olha o desempenho dos jogadores do Real Madrid e nas seleções nessa temporada nas cobranças de pênaltis. O Bellingham bateu 2, converteu 1, 50% de acerto. O Mbappé, em 5 cobranças, marcou 3, 60%. E o Vini, em 5 batidos, converteu 4, 80% de acertos. O Rodrigo não teve nenhuma cobrança nesta temporada. Pelo desempenho, quem deverá bater, cobrar? Só perdeu o desempenho dos jogadores do Real Madrid.
Nossos companheiros da imprensa local apuraram que agora é o Vini, né? Ele parou com essa aí de, eles resolvem...
Aí eu ia voltar àquela questão que o Zé falou, porque aí é difícil você administrar esse, né?
Porque a temporada começou assim, né? Não, um bate outro, sei lá o quê.
Aquela coisa, um cata-bola, vai lá, pega a bola pra si, aí começa aquele...
Aí o Mbappé perdeu 2 e o Bellingham agora perdeu esse contra o Valência, né? Depois o Bellingham até decidiu o jogo, tudo bem, mas ele bateu muito mal o pênalti. Então agora tá definido. Se for pros pênaltis, aí todo mundo tiver em campo, né? Pode bater, mas tendo um pênalti nos 90 minutos, o Vini deve ser o batedor.
E provavelmente, se tivermos penalidades, os 3 vão bater. Isso eu acho que não se discute, né?
Não se discute.
Tem o Valverde, que também... Eu nunca vi ele batendo pênalti, né? Mas bate muito bem na bola.
Da área, né?
Então, bate no meio de campo.
Incrível como bate bem na bola.
E a questão dos 2 goleiros, né? As penalidades podem ali... A gente tem um Courtois, que é um excelente, um exímio goleiro, um goleiro grande, né? Difícil de passar, e o Chesney, um pegador de pênalti.
Experiência, né? É que na hora dos pênaltis, depende, às vezes tem jogador que não sente, tem jogador que sente muito aquilo que aconteceu durante 90 minutos. O cara entra, não consegue jogar, e chega na hora do pênalti, está indeciso, né? Está inseguro. Tem as mudanças de última hora, porque o cara normalmente está acostumado a bater, tem uma forma de bater, o goleiro vai lá e vai no canto onde está acostumado a bater. Então o jogador do meio campo até a batida do pênalti vai pensando, será que eu mudo, será que eu não mudo, vou esperar o goleiro até o final e tal. Então tem muitas coisas que podem acontecer, mas eu não sei se esse jogo vai para pênalti não, viu? Tem muita qualidade para pênalti.
O Zé falou mais cedo essa questão, né? Enquanto a gente discutia o ajuste agora do quarteto do Real Madrid, e aí me vem a questão do trabalho do Ancelotti, né? Quanta coisa a gente já falou desse trabalho dele dentro do Real. Primeiro, para potencializar os jovens jogadores, o trabalho que ele fez muito bem nessa transição dos jogadores que vinham do Real B para o time principal, e como ele também foi melhorando, entre aspas, aperfeiçoando, lapidando esses jogadores. Eu acho que isso é muito nítido, olhando hoje o que é o Rodrigo, olhando hoje o que é o Vini Júnior. E aí também nessa coisa de administrar esse time muito estrelado, de caras muito grandes. A gente já viu muita coisa acontecendo também, e o Ancelotti conseguindo não só em campo encaixar, mas levar isso, né? Que também é um trabalho que não é fácil de fazer não, né, Zé?
Não, não é. Não é mesmo. Nossa, é muito complicado, porque você tem vaidades, né? Por mais que esses rapazes, esses jogadores sejam boas pessoas, vamos dizer assim, na hora do campo existe a vaidade de chutar, de não chutar. No começo, só lembrar, no começo dos jogos do Real Madrid, Mbappé chutava e nem olhava para o lado, o Vini às vezes estava melhor colocado, era só tocar, o Mbappé chutava, o Vini mesma coisa. Isso existe, né? Naturalmente isso acontece, porque, como eu falei, existem cláusulas contratuais, maior número de gols, convocações, assistências. Hoje em dia tudo é negócio. Tudo é negócio. Antigamente você jogava e discutia no bicho. Você não tinha essas cláusulas. Hoje não. Hoje os jogadores são contratos individuais, marcas trabalham dessa forma também. É só observar aí o contrato do Endrick na venda, né? O Palmeiras ganhou dinheiro outro dia simplesmente porque ele foi titular.
Sim.
Então isso existe bastante. Só que aí é difícil para esses caras não respeitarem o Ancelotti.
E assim,
é difícil. Você olha para o banco e fala, Ancelotti ganhou Champions, ganhou tudo. Só não ganhou na seleção porque acho que não foi treinador de seleção ainda. Mas ele ganhou tudo. E a forma dele, eu conversando com meu irmão um dia, meu irmão teve vários aí amigos, e o Thiago Mota contou uma história do Paris Saint-Germain na época, todo mundo num restaurante, o Ancelotti desce. E aí, tudo bem? Não, vamos aqui, professor, estamos tomando um vinho. Não, peraí, eu sento com vocês aqui. Sentou, tomou vinho, ficou com eles lá, ou seja, foi o último a sair da mesa e tal. Então, eles têm esse lado também do dia a dia que, às vezes, o ser humano consegue ganhar o atleta. Sim. E o Ancelotti é muito disso. É muito disso. Se ele tiver que tirar, ele vai tirar, mas ele é muito não vou dizer paizão, porque não é isso, mas é um cara do bem. E aí o jogador passa a jogar por ele e respeitar mais. Né?
É uma gestão não só do profissional, mas
Sim,
também do lado humano,
pessoal,
né? Do lado pessoal, uma gestão mesmo de pessoas.
Não, ele sempre fala isso, né? Sabe? O ambiente de trabalho tem que ter uma relação boa, sabe? E você está dirigindo homens, né? Você está dirigindo seres humanos, né? Na acepção da palavra. Então, é importante que eles se sintam bem no ambiente de trabalho. E outra coisa, o clube que eles estão, né? Você está no Real Madrid, cara. Alguns dos maiores jogadores de todos os tempos passaram pelo Real Madrid, eles saíram e o clube continuou. Tá? Então, o Real Madrid o Ronaldo Fenômeno saiu, o Real Madrid continua existindo. O Cristiano Ronaldo saiu, continua existindo. E do dia que sair Vinícius, do dia que sair Mbappé, vai continuar sendo o Real Madrid. Tá? Então, assim, se alguém realmente se achar mais importante que esse clube, essa pessoa está fora de lugar. Então, acho que é um clube que coloca muito bem o seu tamanho, a sua hierarquia. E quem está chegando tem que saber como a banda toca. Então eu vi muita gente falando, mas o Mbappé vai chegar, vai tumultuar o vestiário. Esse cara sabe onde ele está pisando. Esse cara sabe onde ele está pisando.
É só lembrar, né? O jogador que chega no Real Madrid, normalmente eu tenho um contrato de publicidade com uma marca de chuteira. E eu ganho, sei lá, 100% do contrato é meu. Chega no Real Madrid, 50% é do Real e 50% é do jogador. Só ali você já começa a entender o clube onde você se encontra, os jogadores, a forma como é dirigido, o que você precisa fazer, o que não precisa fazer. A instituição ela vai ser grande sempre. E o Real Madrid tem isso. O Real Madrid, se não para mim, né, e pelas fontes, né, diria fontes, é o clube mais forte nos bastidores dentro da La Liga, dentro da UEFA,
Pesado.
Tudo. É muito pesado, é muito histórico.
O histórico entre as duas equipes. Os últimos encontros entre Real Madrid e Barcelona, na tela pra gente. Os últimos 8 clássicos. 4 vitórias para cada lado. 15 gols marcados pelo Real, 14 marcados pelo Barça. E são 2 finais de Supercopa, um título para cada. Equilibrados os números também, pelo menos deste recorte dos últimos 8 jogos. O que difere é um golzinho ali para o Real Madrid.
Coloque os 4 também do primeiro turno aí, né? Que equilibraram aí essa conta. E assim, a gente vê equilíbrio mesmo em um momento em que o Barcelona sofre muito financeiramente, onde o Barcelona passou por muitos perrengues nos últimos anos. Então, a gente consegue ver que isso acaba ficando do lado de fora do gramado, isso não entra dentro de campo, ainda mais numa decisão e contra o seu principal rival, que pode ajudar muito aí no desempenho da equipe ao longo da temporada, né? É um jogo importantíssimo, ainda mais se a gente levar o contexto atual, o Real Madrid segundo colocado, vice-líder da competição, o Barcelona tentando reencontrar aquela forma que teve no início da temporada, onde ninguém imaginava que o Hans Flick daria jeito naquela equipe tão rápido, né? Então, eu acho que o Barcelona tem muito a vencer se conquistar esse título. O Real Madrid, a gente já encontra ele no caminho que a gente imaginava no início da temporada.
Até falando em bastidor do Barcelona, né? Um assunto que também tem pipocado muito lá na Espanha, essa questão do Dani Olmo e também do Vítor, né? Podendo atuar agora. Toda a questão do fair play financeiro, o assunto recorrente também no futebol europeu. E aí o Barcelona foi até as últimas instâncias para conseguir tê-los jogando. Inclusive, há uma reclamação dos outros clubes, porque todos eles acordaram sobre essa questão do fair play financeiro, que era possível ou não, os prazos necessários para que esses jogadores estivessem atuando. O Barcelona perdeu prazos, inclusive, mas conseguiu essa autorização para que esses dois jogassem, para que esses dois estivessem... Ó, o mãe na tela. Para que esses estivessem à disposição hoje. Ó, o cara do corte está ligado na gente, Léo. Para que eles estivessem à disposição hoje. Eu não sei se esse bastidor agita o Barcelona ou para os jogadores vêm a campo, mas é fato que se sai um gol do Dani Olmo, se um desses caras passa a ser decisivo entrando no jogo, aí a discussão pega ainda mais fogo.
Ao contrário de outros clubes, o próprio Atlético de Madrid colocou uma nota muito firme ali, vários outros clubes. O Real Madrid está na dele, né? O Real Madrid não entrou muito nessa, não. O próprio Ancelotti foi perguntado se ele pensava alguma coisa, ele falou, penso, mas não vou falar.
Ele saiu até penso, eu falar é diferente.
Até penso, mas não vou falar nada. E é claro que se ele entra no jogo, faz a diferença, isso vai ser um barulho muito grande, sim, ao longo da semana. O ponto é que um órgão superior, né, seria um Conselho Nacional de Esportes, que é um órgão do governo, entendeu que seria um prejuízo ao Barcelona antes do julgamento do mérito, os jogadores não poderem jogar, e restabeleceu a inscrição deles. O Barcelona alega que colocou os documentos em 31 de dezembro, La Liga entende que estava incompleto, que não tinha garantias, e aí acabou concedendo só no dia 3 ali a adequação do orçamento. Só que pelo regulamento o jogador não pode ser desinscrito e inscrito de novo, né? Então o Dani Olmo estaria impedido de voltar a jogar pelo Barcelona. De um jeito ou de outro, ele está no banco e vamos ver o destino que provoca, né? Já que é um jogador que dificilmente não vai entrar no jogo de hoje.
Jogador importantíssimo para o
Tanto
Barcelona.
lá como cá, né?
É que lá muda, né?
É que lá não tem cesta básica, né? Não. Lá não tem cesta básica.
Já ajeitava.
Seria mais fácil.
Já resolveria.
E ainda mais, como o Léo falou, se tratando de um jogador como o Dani Olmo, que dificilmente não deve entrar no jogo, né? Dependendo das circunstâncias da partida. A gente sabe da importância que ele tem para a equipe do Barcelona, o andamento do jogo, numa situação em que o Barcelona precisa atacar mais. E ele foi contratado para ser uma peça, a cereja do bolo desse Barcelona que tem Rafinha, o Yamal e Lewandowski.
E até, só para quem não acompanhou o caso, né, o Barcelona tinha aberto uma brecha no seu orçamento com a lesão do Christensen.
Isso.
Foi que ele conseguiu inscrever temporariamente o Dani Olmo e o Paulo Victor. Mas essa inscrição teria que ser refeita agora para janeiro, dentro dos parâmetros. E o Barcelona tinha que provar que estava com o seu orçamento adequado. Só que eles fizeram a venda de camarotes do novo Camp Nou e tudo mais. E alega-se, né, no caso de La Liga, alega-se que essas garantias não chegaram a tempo. Enfim, esse é o ponto. Eles estão liberados para jogar hoje e vamos descobrir se eles terão ou não participação.
E a Supercopa pede passagem. Este clássico chegando agora na tela da ESPN, também no Disney Plus para você. Luiz Carlos Lago, Fernando Campos, toda a nossa equipe trazendo as emoções desta decisão, desta Supercopa da Espanha. Um grande clássico para você. Amigos, prazer estar com vocês neste domingo. Um beijo, Thiago. Beijo, Zé.
Valeu.
Beijo, Léo. E muito obrigada a você que esteve conosco também. Um ótimo jogo. A gente se encontra amanhã no Sport Center às 4 da tarde. Claro, falando também deste jogaço entre Real e Barcelona. Beijo, bom domingo.
Quem tem o melhor quarterback? O recebedor mais talentoso? E os chifres mais fortes? Segunda, Vikings e Rams ficam frente a frente nos playoffs da NFL. 10h15 da noite. Você também pode assistir esse jogo com os comentários de Peyton e Eli Manning, ao vivo na ESPN.
We've got our wish. We're going home to Scotland.
So where do we belong now?
There's no question of where we belong. It's when. Claire, some bad news. It's Jamie.
Outlander, novos episódios já disponíveis no Disney Plus.
Ei, você. Sim, você. Que tá indo de férias sem Assist Card. Você já pensou que você pode ter uma dor de garganta? Você sabe falar paracetamol em italiano? Com Assist Card, você é atendido por WhatsApp e no teu idioma. Pode acontecer com você. Melhor, viaje mais tranquilo com Assist Card.
Futebol oferecimento. C6 Bank. Comece seu 2025 com mais pontos e cashback. Claro. Conecte-se mais com seu amor de verão. Vem pro jogo, vem com a Betfair. Ranger Raptor não é uma picape, é um monstro.
Olá para você ligado nos canais ESPN, Disney Plus em todo o Brasil. Um grande abraço, bem-vindo ao estádio King Abdullah Sport City em Jeddah, na Arábia Saudita, onde nós teremos daqui a pouquinho a final da Supercopa da Espanha, edição 41, em frente a frente. Real Madrid e Barcelona. É o El Clássico chegando para você. Tá aí a Supercopa que será entregue ao grande campeão dessa edição 2024-25. Estádio lotado, estádio com capacidade para 63 mil torcedores em Jeddah, onde nós temos nesse momento a temperatura de 23 graus, 21 horas 51 minutos no horário local. São 15 horas 51 minutos no horário de Brasília. Você estará na minha companhia, Luiz Carlos Largo, do Fernando Campos, da Renata Ruel, e nós vamos contar toda a história para você, o que Real Madrid, o que Barcelona vão fazer nessa grande decisão. Vamos acompanhar um pouco aí o que acontece nesse momento, esta abertura para a grande final lá em Jeddah.
Recibimos ahora al embajador de la Supercopa de España 2025, Faisal Al-Musharraf, con el trofeo de la Recibimos ahora al embajador de la Supercopa de España 2025, Faisal Al-Musharraf, con el trofeo de la Supercopa de España 2025.
Está o embaixador, então, da Supercopa, trazendo o troféu que será entregue ao grande campeão. Lindíssima Supercopa, né? Com o Barcelona tendo 14 títulos conquistados e o Real Madrid 13. Então, para o Real Madrid, a chance de igualar, né, esse número de conquistas e do Barcelona de abrir um pouco mais. Aí os dois times na expectativa. Carlo Ancelotti, técnico italiano, que desde junho de 21 comanda a equipe do Real Madrid. Os times alinhados, preparados, prontos para entrar no gramado no King Abdullah Sport City em Jeddah, na Arábia Saudita. 21 horas 54 minutos no horário local. 15h54 no horário de Brasília. 23 graus a temperatura nesse momento lá em Jeddah. Jeddah, que está localizada às margens do Mar Vermelho, abriga o maior porto da Arábia Saudita. A cidade tem 4 milhões de habitantes. Esse estádio, que é o King Abdullah Sports, é a casa do Al Ahly e do Al Ittihad no Campeonato da Arábia Saudita. Foi inaugurado em 2014 e há capacidade para 63 mil torcedores. Real Madrid e Barcelona fizeram as duas últimas finais de Supercopa. Em 22-23, o Barcelona venceu por 3-1. Em 23-24, na última edição, com o hat-trick de Vinícius Júnior, o Real venceu por 4-1. Por isso, expectativa de muitos gols sempre numa final de Supercopa. Duas estrelas, Lamine Yamal. No fundo, você viu Mbappé. Aliás, estrelas é o que não falta, né? No elenco de Barcelona e Real Madrid.
Deep breath. taking the atmosphere. It is game time. The Real Madrid and Barcelona roadshow rolls into Jeddah. Hardly a Spurs seat in the 62,000-seater stadium. The second Clásico of the season. Real Madrid are looking for payback after they were humiliated back in October. Barcelona won in La Liga by 4-0. At that point, Barcelona had won 12 out of 14 games. But they have spiraled since then. Real Madrid are a model of consistency. Champions of Spain, champions of Europe, aiming tonight to win the Spanish SUPERCUP for the 14th time, which would take them level with Barcelona. The Spanish FA exporting the biggest game in world football. Two masters down on the touchline. Hansi Flick, who's won every final that he's ever managed with Bayern Munich. Carlo Ancelotti, who has taken 15 majors as the boss of Real Madrid. A familiarity between the two sets of players. We have 22 of the world's best on show here this evening. He's incredible. He's 17 years of age. Lamine Yamal, and only getting better as well. Scored in the semi-final against Athletic Bilbao. Real Madrid made hard work of it, getting past Mallorca to make it here to the final. It's effectively a Final Four of Spanish football. The two cup finalists and the first and second in the La Liga standings. Well, this is the Real Madrid team. Same 11, they beat Mallorca. Tchouaméni filling the awkward defensive position. Jude Bellingham, the form thoroughbred at the moment, 9 goals in his last 12 matches. Kylian Mbappe aiming to score in his third final for Real Madrid. It is like refereeing a world heavyweight clash. Jesus Gil Manzana, the man in the middle, his 4th Clásico. The previous 3 where he's officiated, Real Madrid have won all 3. He does have the backup this evening of Javier Iglesias Villanueva, and I think they've sneaked a couple of extra officials in there on the plane.
There's a lot of them, isn't there? Assistant to the assistant to the assistant, I think there is some in there.
The tourists, as they call them. Big call for Barcelona, but Chesney keeps his place in goal. It is also an unchanged team. Gavi scored and assisted in the semi-final. And look out for Lamine Yamal, the best young player in the world at the moment. There's the calmest man in the world, Carlo Ancelotti. He says the key tonight is to defend well. Clash of cultures. Two football clubs with a rich history. Superstars everywhere you look, out on the field, but also in reserve. Different ideologies, even different languages in the cities of Madrid and the Catalans of Barcelona. Bring the magic over to Saudi Arabia, leaving behind the European winter. Close to 80 degrees, and the heat is on that centre circle as Barcelona kick off. This has been billed as the greatest rivalry in club sport. Sit back and enjoy it. May the best team win. Difference in styles as well. Expect Barcelona to be forthright in the faces of Real Madrid. Ancelotti has said that it will come down to the complete block. He's the only coach I know that names his starting 11 2.5 hours before the game. It's like he's playing poker, throws his cards out on the table and says, go on, beat that.
I mean, Real Madrid are Real Madrid. Rob, to be very honest, you know what their team's going to be. There's going to be no surprises. If everybody's fit, everybody plays, all the big hitters play. He very rarely rests players just for the sake of it, and when they play Barcelona, his strongest 11 is out there. It's good to see Luka Modric back on the substitutes bench after his illness. He's there, had a little bit of experience.
We have the young and the old, a couple of 17-year-olds in the Barcelona team. Modric, 39 years of age. If he scores, comes on and scores, he'll be the oldest player to ever score in a Clasico. So many ifs, buts and maybes. There is Gavi, who's back to his superb best after over a year out of the game with a very horrible injury. Jude Bellingham on the ball. Is there a better player in the world at the moment than the Englishman? Ball thrusting forward. Rafinha, the skipper. Measured pass to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal. Oh, it's a little tester. Needed the very big hand of Courtois.
Yeah, Mendy has to know that he wants to cut inside, gets a little touch on it just to divert it away from Thibaut Courtois, but he makes that save. He'll look to do that often. Lamine Yamal cutting onto his favoured left foot. Nice start.
A left-footed corner from Rafinha, which suggests they're going to swoop it away from the goalkeeper. Rudiger with a header. It's like a magnet to the boot of Lamine Yamal. He goes on a diversion around all defenders, but just run out of space. He's an entertainer. He's a crowd pleaser. He's the key man for Hansi Flick.
I mean, thankfully for Barcelona, they've had this conveyor belt of wonderful, wonderful footballers in their team. Because the problems they've had, yet they can still bring in Casado.
Borjomi, ახალი წლის ახალი დასაწყისი.
Thankfully. Aren't they?
Well, they have needed that rich quarry, as they call it, of players coming through the soccer school of Barcelona. They sign them when they're roughly 6 years of age and teach them the ways of Barcelona. And as they've had financial difficulties, they've needed a number of graduates to make up the first team pool.
Yeah, they've got Kubasi as well. I never mentioned him. Another youngster. I mean, it's incredible how they're still performing to this level with them all.
Kubasi's 10 days away from his 18th birthday.
Yeah.
Here is Gavi. Yamal. Gavi on the blind side of Camavinga. Hangs the ball in there. Rafinha! Wow.
What a save.
That was world class from Courtois.
Where's the defenders? Look at Lucas Vazquez, Rob. He's got him. No, he hasn't. He was clever, Rafinha. It just gives him a little tug, gets him off balance. He should have scored, but it was a wonderful save from Courtois.
Ask your granddad, the famous save from Gordon Banks. Was it back in the 70s?
Yeah, it was,
from a Brazilian. It was like Pele-like.
In the Brazil World Cup, yeah.
Talking of Brazilians, here is Vini Jr. A man with more speed than most. Kylian Mbappe, 2-on-2. It's not just any two for Real Madrid. Mbappe scores! The man for the occasion! He scored in the European Super Cup, he scored in the Intercontinental Cup final, and now he scored in the Super Copa final. A super slalom to goal from Kylian Mbappe.
And if you're ever going to see the best of Kylian Mbappe, it's one-on-one chasing somebody back. This was a mismatch. Vini Jr. wins it up from Casado, and that's when the red lights start bouncing. Look at that. It's two of the greatest players in the world, 2-on-2. Balde, if anything, Vini Jr. almost runs Pedri across. It was the wrong run. But Balde just falls for Kylian Mbappe's drop of the shoulder, puts it on his stronger right foot, smashes it past Chesney to lead. Within 60 seconds, Rafinha misses a great chance to put them in the lead. Madrid go down the other end and go up.
Well, he's had his critics since joining Real Madrid. with a great fanfare last summer. He had a mixed game against Barcelona last time out. He was caught offside on 8 occasions.
It was terrible.
It's a bit of bad publicity that night, wasn't it? That was absolutely world class.
Yeah, you can't be 2-on-2. Pedri and Balde against Vinny Jr. and Mbappe. There's only one result, unfortunately.
Now Vinny Jr. is away. Chesney comes to the edge of his area. Well, the standard has been set with that save from Courtois and the incredible goal from Mbappe at the other end of the field. If anything, it was Barcelona who was setting the tone of the game.
It stemmed from a Barcelona corner. I mean, there's nothing worse if you're the team who concedes it, to have a corner and let the opposition run right down the other end and score. Oh, he's too quick.
Here he goes again. Rodrigo wanted on this near side of the field. Referee right on top of the situation to rule that there was no foul on.
No, I don't think it was. I think he tripped on the grass.
His teammates in white tend to disagree.
You see his feet give way on the sand, on the grass. I don't know whether a bit of turf comes up and he goes over on his ankle. He chops inside and he just, you see it here, there, he just slips. All the turf comes up on that left foot. Yes, Koundé does stand on his foot, but he slips first actually, and it's accidental, and there's the goal. See Pedri trying to keep up with Vinny Jr. as well. Vinny Jr. almost should have just left Mbappe alone, leave him to be one-on-one and trust his partner. But it didn't matter, thankfully. He got right out of the way. I thought Pedri would have followed Vinny Jr. across to try and help Balde out, but he stops.
An exponent in the art of scoring goals. His 15th for Real Madrid. Thankfully, he's okay.
Yeah, hopefully it was just the stamp on his foot from Koundé, and that he should recover from that, no problem at all. A twist of the ankle would have been worse. There's Florentino sitting on his throne upstairs.
Well, these are two global clubs. They were greeted by thousands of supporters when they jetted into Saudi Arabia, and they're as passionate in this corner of the world as they are anywhere about their football.
Yes, they are. They've been blessed in Saudi Arabia, haven't they? They've had Inter Milan against AC Milan the week before.
Here goes Rafinha! Scrapes the post. What a game we have on our hands here. Not for the faint-hearted.
No, well, the boys said in the studio, didn't they? Goals, goals and goals, and that's what it looks like. Top-heavy with forwards, and that's a wonderful effort by Rafinha. Just flashes past the post, but already he's had a number of chances, and personally
here's Jules Koundé. Lewandowski, he's not quite got into the flow of the game yet. Well, I know we're preaching to the converted when it comes to Spanish football fans, but a reminder that every single La Liga game can be caught on ESPN Plus all season long, in English y en español. Whatever your language, you've got to enjoy this one. They've come from all around the world to play for these two clubs. Koundé frees himself from his defensive shackles to Gavi. Yamal. Gavi. Yamal. They can't trip him. He continues to weave his way through the defenders. Casado gets involved as well. Here is Valverde. Inigo Martinez to Barsi. Martinez. Balde. The one thing that Hansi Flick brought to the club when he took over was this revolutionary offside trap, which worked in the first Clásico, but has caught them out in recent weeks, and they're looking a little shady, or shaky, should I say, in defence.
Yes, they are. mean, their high line when they defended was so high. It was always going to be exploited by a number of teams. See Balde's running backwards. Mbappe, right, left, step over, smash, goal. Always getting Balde running backwards, dropping his shoulders, moving from left to right. It's almost impossible to mark when you're that sharp.
Well, here is the high line, which is always drawn by Barcelona, and it works this time.
You don't mind from a set piece, but when they're defending, when the opposition are attacking, it's incredibly dangerous. There's Juan Laporta, the Barcelona president, a man trying to sort out the financial situations at the club.
And the politics as well, of course.
Well, that goes without saying.
Dani Olmo and Pau Victor may well have seen the story. It's dominated the press in Spain, all over Europe in the last week. Two players who were only registered until the 31st of December, and then La Liga said that's it, you can't use them again. But it's gone to a Spanish sports council, and they have been re-registered, but neither start the game tonight.
I mean, how can the league say they can't be registered and then you have to go to court to have it up? What an absolute mess they're still in Barcelona.
It is like a constant soap opera, Spanish football.
Yeah, it is. There's Aymeric Laporte, ex-Manchester City player before he went to join Al Nassr with Ronaldo. Sitting in the crowd.
Saudi league,
very knowledgeable.
Trying to work out what the larger cry is. Is it Madrid or is it Barca?
Yeah.
They know the words over here.
I thought the last shout that we heard, which got shouted down, was for Messi, actually. They started singing that.
This is Pedri, who's kindly Alex Balde. It's good to see Barca and Real Madrid supporters sitting shoulder to shoulder. Hansi Flick seeking his first trophy as Barcelona manager. He had a sensational start. Ancelotti has to be the most underrated manager in the world. Won the league in Italy, England, France, Germany and Spain. He's unique. Bellingham. Rodrigo. Vinny Jr. Now they will crank at the volume when he gets the ball. Brilliant run from Bellingham! And Chesney had to be certain then.
Yeah, it was a great run. Expect more of that. Ali mentioned it, sitting with Kay in the studio. That late run, that run from Bellingham. This is where he's been getting goals from recently in his rewards. Running past Mbappe, running past Rodrigo. And that nearly worked. Expect more of that.
Lewandowski. Casado. Rafinha. Pedri. Rodrigo digging in. Now they counter-attack at speed again. This is concerning as Mbappe is down on the floor holding his ankle. Play continues around him.
Yeah, they don't need to kick the ball out. He's got a sore foot, that's all. They can carry on. They're being nice, Barcelona, but they didn't need to kick the ball out.
Brahim Diaz is limbering up on the touchline, but let's face it, this man is irreplaceable.
Yeah. I mean, we knew what the injury was. Koundé stood on his foot. See, this was nice play. And then he just slips on the left foot, and Koundé stands on his foot, and it's just whether he can carry on or not. So he's getting a little extra bit of padding, that's all it is. So it's probably irritating him a little bit. But you certainly don't want to be losing him if he's fine after 15 minutes. He probably thinks he's going to score more today. He doesn't want to come off.
As we have a break, reminder what is coming up. Barcelona at Getafe next weekend in the resumption of La Liga for them. 3 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN+. Real Madrid hosting Las Palmas. That's Sunday, 10:15 Eastern time. They'll be without Vinny Jr. Remember, he's going to be banned for the next 2 games against Las Palmas and Valladolid. And there must be serious concerns about Kylian Mbappe. Meanwhile, there's a little sideshow. Rafinha and Rudiger giving us some bonus entertainment.
Yeah, Rafinha's picked up the physio-stroke doctor's bag and ran off with it. I mean, what on earth? What's he doing? He's trying to put a strapping on his foot.
I'm trying to be helpful, he says.
I mean, it's up to the referee to tell Mbappe and the staff to go off the pitch, not the Barcelona captain. Now he's told them eventually, which is fine.
Real Madrid down to 10 men, and it's not just any man they've lost momentarily. It's the scorer of the goal after 5 minutes, Kylian Mbappe. Can BARÇA make the most of the extra player advantage? Casado, Inigo Martinez. Lovely little flick. Pedri. Just enough of an obstacle created by Tchouaméni.
Yeah, lovely play again. Little flick by Rafinha into Pedri, made a nice run. Nobody picking him up, just runs off Camavinga and Fede Valverde. Tchouaméni's across. Continue to make chances, Barcelona.
On the last quarter, Barcelona were caught short at the back and Real Madrid scored. Casado with a crunching shot. Still looking for his first goal on the senior side of Barça.
Yeah, difficult opportunity. Slices right across him with his right foot. Vinny Jr. tried to close him down. Kylian looks like he's okay to return.
A raucous roar from the Madristas. There is Danny almost happy to be back amongst the playing pack. Had an uncertain few months ahead of him. He could conceivably walk out of Barcelona, get all of his contract paid up, and go to another club and get double bubble.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't want to, though.
No, he wants to stay, but also he wasn't allowed to play for the Spanish national team, which would have been a disaster for him. And the Spanish national team, of course, but thankfully it seems to be resolved for 5 minutes anyway.
Oh, you're not going to see the end of that one.
No.
Yamal. Brilliant turn. Superb defending, though, from Rudiger, who has been a rock for Real Madrid this year. So it's Mendy on this occasion.
Yeah, nice turn by Gavi that time. A really good play.
Can Barcelona make one of these corners pay? Lewandowski waiting for bits and pieces to fall his way. This time it is Rudiger who gets a grand distance on that header. Yamal. Bit of a chase for Inigo Martinez. He has many strengths, but crossing the ball is not one of them.
Crossing on the half volley is not one of them.
Well, the way he sprinted back onto the field suggests that the strapping may be doing its job. Kunde. Martinez to Kupasi. saw the possession stat. Barcelona dominating that. Now a test of the Real Madrid defence. Lovely drop of the shoulder from Lamine Yamal. He keeps his balance, he keeps his head, and he equalises for Barcelona. Mbappe won, Lamine Yamal won. You are watching one of the best young players in world football strut his stuff.
Oh, yeah, I think you're watching the best, to be very honest. Because on the biggest of occasions, he keeps on delivering. And again, forwards against defence. There's only one winner. Look at Rudiger, gets caught out there, coming forward with Lewandowski, but doing nothing. And the youngster just strolls forward, and more importantly, the finish is exemplary. You don't need to thrash at it, you don't need to hit it as hard as you can, you just need to place it back across where the goalkeeper was coming from. Lovely, deft touch by Lamine Yamal. Barcelona get the rewards, it's been coming, they've made the better chances.
And mocking the celebrations of Real Madrid. Quarter of the game gone. Breathtaking. Real Madrid won, Barcelona won. The stars are coming out to shine.
Yeah, it's not a surprise at all that we've had goals, is it? Not a surprise at all.
Vasquez to Tchouaméni. Two goals from the Platinum Collection. Chesney comes well out of his area. This is a man who'd retired from professional sports last summer, the Poland international. But answered the call from Barcelona when they were a goalkeeper short. Here's Vasquez. Vasquez hits his own man. Balls to Rodrigo. Lucas Vasquez. Valverde, the expert in those long shots.
Yeah, it was a poor effort actually by Lucas Vasquez. Madrid moved the ball really well from the left over to the right. Oh, it's their turn with the corner.
It'll stroll to the touchline. Carlos Ancelotti. Rodrigo to the far post. Chesney keeps it out. Oh, he does well. Not just to keep it out, but to guide it away from the hungry oncomers.
Yeah, Tchouaméni this time. Glorious isolation. Good save by Chesney. It just spins away from goal, away from the on-running Real Madrid players.
Take two. That'll be a take three as well.
See how it spins away from Lucas Vasquez. He's coming in at the far post. He thinks he's just going to have a tap in.
Can you imagine Chesney there, though? Is he thinking, if I spill this, I've got Kylian Mbappe waiting to pounce. Adventurous overhead kick towards the Camavinga.
It's Tchouaméni again.
He's only ever scored 3 goals for Real Madrid, none this season. And his role tonight in the team is to prevent the opposition scoring. Here's Bellingham. He's had a quiet start to the game.
It's a nice hit from him. It's Lewandowski. I don't know whether it was going on target.
Lewandowski. Rudiger. Vasquez selling Courtois a little short. He does the sensible thing. Sometimes kicking for touch is the only option.
Yep.
bizarre ball.
Yeah, there was two bizarre balls. The first from Kubasi and then Fede Valverde.
And there's Kubasi. Pedri. Balde. Balde, one of the Barcelona-born players in the team. There's another one. Casado's been the breakthrough player this season for Barca. Jules Koundé shoots the demand. He does, and here's Rudiger gets in the way. Sends Vinny Jr. on his travels. Vinicius Jr.'s biggest role tonight has been to win the ball back for Real Madrid.
Inigo Martinez has just gone to the ground. I don't know whether it was a muscle injury. There didn't seem to be a lot going on.
Well, he has been a constant now.
Yeah, it doesn't look good though, does it?
Going through his exercises on the sideline is Ronald Araujo, who has only played one game this season. He picked up an injury in May of last year. I just wonder whether Inigo Martinez is carrying an injury, because they seem to have Araujo all ready to take his place.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's not even a conversation, is it? He's off and he's on, so yeah, there must have been problems beforehand. It's just whether now Ronald Araujo goes to centre defence, just a straight swap, or whether he goes at right back and Koundé comes into the centre. Probably a like-for-like change, I think.
Well, heartbreak for Inigo Martinez. He's only missed one game in all competitions this season. And an earlier than expected return for Araujo, the Uruguayan international, whose only appearance was against Bastro in the Copa del Rey. That's a fourth-tier team in Spanish football. Talk about being thrown in at the deep end. At his best, he's one of the finest defenders in the world.
And he's quick as well, so that'll help in that position.
Camavinga. Well, the flow of the game is pretty much as we expected. Real Madrid giving the ball away, though, to Rafinha. Rafinha trying to find the space. Excellent recovery tackle from Camavinga. Now Vasquez.
And that ball is on, isn't it, for Real Madrid? But they just haven't played it correctly. That was Fede Valverde, you know. That wasn't a great ball over the top. Just need to be a bit calmer. Look at that, that's ridiculous.
Vinny Jr. was offside, but not interfering with play. Mbappe runs into one defender too many. Mbappe tackling Lamine Yamal. Look at some photographers snapping away down there to get that photo. Camavinga. Brilliant ball. Perfectly timed run from Vinicius Jr. Catch him if you can. Koundé just stands his ground. Vinny Jr. does get the cross in. Balde, no direction on that, and Camavinga with the volley.
Again, here's the goal. Rudiger in no man's land. Mendy lets Lamine Yamal run off him. It's inevitable, it ends up in the back of the net.
Awkward stretching of the knee of the veteran Robert Lewandowski. Checking his watch. Just over 30 minutes gone.
Camavinga, reclamação de pênalti, protesto dos torcedores, dos jogadores do Barcelona, querendo pênalti no lance. Rafinha, pro Lewandowski, linda jogada, ganhou, olha só, tentou passe pro Lewandowski, apareceu bem ali o Tchouaméni. E depois o Courtois mandou pra frente, de qualquer jeito, tirando o perigo. Renata Ruel, torcedor tá na bronca com a arbitragem que não marcou um pênalti pro Barcelona.
Você tem um contato físico, a gente vê isso. Ele vai disputar a bola, ele não pega a bola, ele pega o joelho do adversário. A gente vai ver, aí não tem nada. E aí você vê que pega joelho, coxa. A grande questão, ó, o Camavinga, ó. Isso, você tem o contato físico. Todo contato físico é faltoso? Não, mas para mim, o jogador teria posse de bola. Para mim, é pênalti. Para mim, é uma infração. Esse contato com a perna do jogador gera um impacto que tira o jogador da jogada. E aí o contato é claro, pra mim é pênalti.
Pessoal, queria agradecer a todo mundo que estiver chegando e deixando seu like. Identificamos aí, pessoal, um triempate. Isso mesmo, pessoal. Gabriel Braga, tá? O Gabriel Braga depositou um valor de R$80. Temos também Priscila Cavalcante no valor de R$80 e André Fernandes no valor de R$80. 3 pessoas depositaram o mesmo valor e como aconteceu esse empate, a gente vai realizar um desempate agora. Então bastante atenção no que eu vou comunicá-los. A gente vai estar liberando para vocês agora bastante atenção até o... A maior doação até os 37 minutos do placar vai levar uma bagatela de R$5.000. Está empatado entre o Gabriel, Priscila e o André Fernandes, que depositaram R$80. Os 3 felizardos depositaram o mesmo valor e quem fazer um Pix acima de 80 leva 5.000 no Pix.
Checou e apontou para a marca da cal. Pronto, pênalti. Decisão da arbitragem, pênalti que existiu. E amarelo para o Camavinga, o homem que cometeu a falta. Então, pode virar o placar agora o Barcelona, hein? Ó, de novo o lance.
Não tem o que discutir, a Renata foi certeira, cirúrgica. O Real Madrid não encaixou em nenhum momento a sua marcação. Está perdida. Principalmente os 2 volantes ali, o Valverde e o Camavinga, estão perdidos. Chegando atrasado a todo momento. E o Barcelona vai jogando o seu futebol. Tendo posse de bola, envolvendo e pressionando.
Já ajeitou a bola o Lewandowski. No gol, Courtois. 2 gigantes. Um para bater o pênalti e o outro para defender. 2 monstros do futebol, frente a frente agora, hein? Mãos na cintura, concentração total. Lewandowski já está autorizado. Lá no gol, Courtois. Lewandowski. Partiu para a bola, correu, bateu. Gol! Do Barcelona!
É isso aí, pessoal, minuto, ainda quase ninguém depositou um Pix acima de 80, ninguém ainda. Quem depositar dentro de 1 minuto a maior doação acima de 80 leva a bagatela de 5.000 no Pix. livepix07@gmail.com ou escaneie o QR Code.
36 minutos, levanta de novo os torcedores do Barça no King Abdullah Sports em Jeddah, na Arábia Saudita. Está na frente, está na frente, está na frente o time do Lewandowski. Ele fez o 2-1, cobrança no canto esquerdo do Courtois. O gol marcado, bateu bem, bateu bonito para tirar e para fazer o 2-1. Fernando Campos.
O tiro certeiro de uma lenda, de um 9 letal. Um jogador que vai sendo extremamente decisivo no El Clássico. Foi importante lá no 4-0 quando fez 2 gols. Hoje deu assistência para o Lamine Yamal. Uma aula de pivô. E agora não tremeu na base, não. Bateu muito bem, chegando a 26 gols em 27 partidas. Metade da temporada e o polonês já igualou os números de gols da última temporada, né? Fez 26 gols na última temporada inteira. Estamos na metade, ele já tem 26. Vai de novo com uma dobradinha de sucesso com o Hansi Flick, né? O Hansi Flick sabe muito bem como extrair o potencial máximo do experiente camisa 9.
Renata Ruel, tudo certinho, os jogadores se comportando corretamente, sem invasão, tudo normal. Nesse gol já já a Renata vai falar. Tá chegando o Real Madrid, tá chegando o Real Madrid, tá aí o Vinícius pela esquerda, tocou pro Rodrigo, boa bola, Lucas Vasquez está pedindo, tá pintando o empate, no meio rolou, saiu o Chesney saiu para fazer defesa e para segurar. Renata Ruel, tudo certinho na cobrança de pênalti do Lewandowski no segundo gol, na virada no Barcelona.
Sem infração nenhuma na cobrança de pênalti, tudo certo, o gol foi legal lá.
E você viu o Vasquez, né? Ele tentava ali o Mbappé.
Pessoal, queria agradecer a todo mundo pelas suas doações, um grande abraço. Identificamos a maior doação da Kátia Piva Ramos, no valor de R$ 152, foi a maior doação e vai levar no Pix, hoje 5 mil no Pix. O pagamento vai ser efetuado ao vivo via cores, livespix07@gmail.com, escaneando QR Code. Quero agradecer a todo mundo e o pagamento vai ser efetuado agora.
Lamine Yamal e a bola vai para as mãos do goleiro Courtois, que segurou. É o primeiro tempo de um jogaço que você confere com a gente aqui na final da Supercopa da Espanha. Placar de 1 para o Real Madrid, 2 para o Barcelona. O Real fez 1-0 com o Mbappé aos 5. Aí o Lamine Yamal empatou os 22 para o Barça. E de pênalti...
Aí, pessoal, pagamento sendo efetuado. Kátia Piva Ramos depositou a maior oferta no valor de 152. Está levando o pagamento aí, pessoal, no Pix. Eu quero agradecer a todo mundo que está aqui ligado no YouTube, aqui na tela do ESPN. Você ligado conosco, um grande abraço. livespix07@gmail.com, escaneando QR Code, 5 mil entregue, 12 de janeiro de 2025, 16 horas 39 minutos e 33 segundos. Tá aí o pagamento. Um grande abraço, obrigado, porque quem realmente faz ao vivo. Tá aí a transferência de 5 mil entregue no Pix.
De cabeça, colocando a bola no canto e fazendo o terceiro gol. 3 para o Barcelona, 1 para o Real Madrid. Está atravessando uma fase espetacular. É um dos maiores jogadores do futebol mundial, sem dúvida nenhuma. O lançamento do Condé na medida. Condé na assistência. Rafinha no toque de cabeça, tirando. Parecia mais um chute com o pé do que uma cabeçada. Tamanha velocidade dessa bola, que foi pro fundo na rede do gol do Courtois. 3-1. Barcelona dando show agora, Fernando Campos.
Para coroar o melhor momento da carreira do Rafinha. Com certeza a gente está falando aqui de um dos melhores jogadores do planeta na atual temporada. E a gente estava falando, ele está deitando nas costas do Lucas Vazquez, está tendo muito espaço, já tinha 2 oportunidades claríssimas. Dessa vez botou na rede, né? Primeiro, ninguém pressionou o Condé. Levantou a cabeça, ninguém chegou para marcar. Teleguiado, lançamento, 7ª assistência do lateral francês. E aí, uma zona no sistema defensivo do Real, né? Entre Tchouaméni, entre Rudiger, entre Lucas Vazquez, vem o Rafinha para marcar um belo gol. 18º dele na temporada. O Barcelona tá jogando. O Real Madrid tá assistindo.
É isso aí, pessoal, você ligado conosco, quero agradecer a todo mundo, não é obrigatório seu depósito, você deposita se você quiser. livespix07@gmail.com ou escaneando o famoso QR Code. Os 10 primeiros que fizerem uma doação de R$19 ou acima do valor, vai estar concorrendo a 1000 no Pix, tá? É isso aí, pessoal, de 10 vagas, apenas 9 vagas disponíveis agora, e o pagamento está sendo efetuado neste exato momento. Já pegamos a chave Pix da Patrícia Monteiro, depositou o valor de 19 e vai levar 1000 no Pix. Então, depositando 19 ou acima do valor, você vai estar concorrendo a 1000 no Pix, o pagamento é ao vivo. A gente separou R$10.000 para os... Vai ser R$1.000 para cada, tá? São 10 vagas executivas, faça sua doação, seja um centavo, R$10, R$20, mas se depositar 19 ou acima do valor, aí a bagatela de 1000 na sua conta bancária.
Aí o Lewandowski vai esperar o atendimento, Robert Lewandowski, foi nessa jogada aí com o Rudiger. Foi nesse lance aí, que ele acabou levando a pior. 36 anos... Jogador que passou por vários clubes, Lech Poznan, Borussia Dortmund, Bayern de Munique, Barcelona, ou seja, além do Bayern de Munique, o Barcelona, onde passou, sempre deixou essa marca de artilheiro, né? De matador. Lech Poznan, Borussia Dortmund, Bayern de Munique, Barcelona, sempre foi assim a história desse polonês de 36 anos.
Galera participando com a gente, Davi Mansur, a Lorena, direto do Rio de
available again for Madrid today. He wasn't available on Thursday because he had a dose of flu. saw the Barca dugout there. I mean, look at the video, and I think there you could see them going, nah. Look at that goal. And he's got in behind Lucas Vázquez, really. He plays a lot as a right back these days, but probably not really. A specialist right back. Barcelona dominating these last few minutes of the opening half. Two or 3 minutes of injury time, though, I'd have thought. Yamal. Toying with Camavinga, who's been booked. Let's not forget, he has been booked. And is very lucky. I think if you're pulling your rival back like that, you're not making any attempt to play the ball. I bet if he hadn't been booked previously, he certainly would have been booked for pulling back Lamine Yamal there. Kilimanjaro maybe not wanting to kill the Super Cup final. 3-1 to Barca. I think against 10 men it would have made it very, very difficult for Real Madrid, but rules are the rules, aren't they? Nine minutes of injury time. Crikey. Still Barca. I'm pretty sure Real Madrid would rather have less injury time so they can get in and try and sort things out in the dressing room. Vinicius runs the ball out. just inviting Madrid onto them a little bit, Barca. Once again, Lewandowski drops deep, works the space. And it's Koundé who's got Lamine Yamal outside him. Well defended. As Vinicius feeds that to Mbappe. Szczesny's come a long way out of his area. Had to backtrack quickly. I think Rodrigo was offside. Lucas Vazquez not really got an angle. Balde doesn't clear. And in the end, Szczesny recovers. A confused action there. As you can see, it misses both his hands. And there's Mbappe sandwich. Wouldn't have been offside against Rodrigo because it was Gavi who nodded it backwards. And Rafinha, has he got the pace here? That's excellent from Fede Valverde to get across. Once again though, Lewandowski pulling another halfway line, opening the space, playing the ball behind him. Gavi for Koundé. Casado, oof, brave header from Rudiger. Bellingham bundled over. Well, it's played on. I'm not sure about that one from Manzano. And meanwhile, Rafinha, as the game is wide open, takes on Lucas Vazquez, gets it across to Lamine Yamal. Gavi. So just slow things down for a moment. Drills that one in and just over the bar. Got a touch on it, Courtois. Not got a great angle, Alejandro Balde. But he gets his fingers to it, Thibaut Courtois. There's that previous incident between Gavi and Rudiger. That should be easy for the keeper. There's 2 minutes left of injury time. Nice play from Rodrigo, but a great challenge. Which the linesman disagrees with. Free kick for Real Madrid. Manzano wants to have a word with Inigo Martinez. Who says something along the lines of, yeah, vamos, hombre. Do you think it's going to be a problem for Inigo? He might be out for a while, a couple of weeks. It's not really going to affect the game, is it? Pressured as well. Lewandowski battles and Pedri. Well, he doesn't come away with the ball because Camavinga Has won it. Lucas Vázquez draws a little bit of space for Rodrigo, who's back where he started. Now he gives it to Lucas Vázquez. Fede Valverde back in a deep position. Getting across. So we'll end up with a corner for Real Madrid. That's the challenge Inigo Martinez wasn't very happy with. So we're just over the 9 minutes, but there was a little stoppage after that free kick. Time to take this corner, just taken short. And wasted, and here comes Barca on the break. Lamine Yamal to Rafinha. To get it. Fede Valverde, Balde makes it 4-1 to Football Club Barcelona. Unbelievable stuff. Well, the referee was certainly right to add a little bit more time on. But Real Madrid, looking to get back with from that corner, are being torn apart. 4-1. Counter-attack, and I'm lessening how not to take a short corner. Lamine Yamal. I mean, the thing is, the pause, the ability he has to take his time. Threads it through to Rafinha and Lamine. Sorry, it's Balde, isn't it? It's not Lamine Yamal who scores it. With the aplomb he took it with, it might well have been 4-1 to Football Club Barcelona. It's only half-time. While you're looking at that, the players are walking off the field. Game first half started with Real Madrid taking the lead for Kylian Mbappe. Lamine Yamal equalising in the 22nd minute. Lewandowski from the penalty spot. Rafinha very quickly afterwards, and right now, 52 minutes into the half, Balde makes it Barca 4. Real Madrid 1. What's going to happen after the break? We'll be back very soon. everybody. Welcome back to the King Abdullah Stadium here in Jeddah for the second half of the Spanish Super Cup. Hope you had a chance to catch your breath after an incredible first half. I was going to say an incredible 45 minutes. In the end, it was 55 minutes due to almost 10 minutes of injury time. 4-1 Football Club Barcelona lead. I'll just say that again if you're tuning in. Football Club Barcelona leading Real Madrid 4-1. Carlo Ancelotti has made one substitution as far as I can see. Dani Ceballos is on with Eduardo Camavinga being subbed off. To be fair, Camavinga was very lucky not to be sent off. He got a yellow card when he committed the penalty on Gavi, and then he blatantly pulled back Lamine Yamal to stop a counter-attack. Referee Gil Manzano deciding not to send the Madrid midfielder off. Perhaps as a spectacle, you might think that's good, because at 4-1 down and with a player less, it would be certainly game over for Real Madrid. It's going to be very difficult for them anyhow. But also you have to think the rules is the rules. Camavinga was very lucky. Real Madrid still have 11 players on the pitch, and I think the usual thing would have been for them to be down to 10. And Ancelotti very wisely deciding that Camavinga can't be risked anymore. Half-time here, the Barcelona fans in the King Abdullah Stadium, just about in the minority, well, are in the minority, state of virtual euphoria. Well, we've seen comebacks from Real Madrid in the past. Once they get the tail, the wind behind them, and the tail's up, if forgive the cliches, although they can be very, very hard to stop. But at the moment, 4-1 down, they have a real mountain to climb. Just the factors in the first half, Barcelona, after they recovered from conceding the early goal, tore them to pieces. We've not really seen very much yet from Vinicius. That's better. Not enough for Bellingham. And just flashes from Mbappe, including the goal. Here's a chance. Can they get straight back into it? Oh! Rodrigo! Rattling the woodwork. Oh, I thought that was in. That's the sort of thing that Real Madrid sometimes do, isn't it? That it goes in, and all of a sudden they become very hard to stop. Meanwhile, however, here's Rafinha clean through on goal. Can he make it 5? Rafinha makes it 5-1 to Football Club Barcelona. Unbelievable. Where is the Real Madrid defence? Absolutely incredible. Acres of space for Barcelona to run into. I think it was Inigo Martinez giving it some down there from the dugout. Once again, lovely movement, creating the space. You know, the thing is, he gets caught, but he still cuts inside and then puts it across Courtois. 5-1. Now, what we're saying about the wind getting behind Real Madrid, if that shot from Rodrigo had gone in and made it 4-2, you'd have said game on. But to go for Barca to then go straight down the other end and make it 5-1. How How do you pick yourself up from that? John Laporta looking strangely subdued. Madrid have had 24 hours less to prepare for this game, but surely that's no excuse. The players, at this sort of stage, you hope the players don't get frustrated and get themselves into trouble. Real Madrid preparing another substitution. It's the young central defender, Raul Asensio, coming up. I don't think he'll be acting as he did on Thursday. Gavi. Remember, Barcelona won 4-0 at the Bernabeu this season. General feeling was that Madrid had improved quite considerably since then. I think in many ways they have, but not today. Barcelona say ending the year looking as if they were having a dip in form. Puts the shoulder in there. Rudiger. Want a bit more than the shoulder as well. And he is a man you bounce off, isn't it? Well, they're taking off Lucas Vázquez, who has been, to be honest, found out that he's not really a full specialist fullback. He can do a job against a lot of teams, but when it comes to the big games, and Asensio, so it's mainly a central defender. We'll see how Madrid work that. Will they play with 3 central defenders and ask Rodrigo to play as a wing-back? Or will Asensio just go across and play as a right-back? Incredible start of the second half. Real Madrid hitting the post. Rafinha making it 5-1 for Barça. And everything's going their way. That clearance from Araujo falls to Lamine Yamal. Tries that cross with the outside of his foot. Valverde, who's going to play as a wing-back. So Real Madrid basically playing with 3 central defenders and 2 wing-backs at the moment. As Lamine Yamal skips through and gets brought down by Rudiger, who picks up Real Madrid's second yellow card of the game. First one was for Camavinga. That's the sort of challenge that says, the ball's got past me, but you aren't, son. Pedri will take it. Barça lets it one out. As Luka Modric prepares to come on, perhaps. So just look at the substitute bench Real Madrid have got still on there. They've got 2 goalkeepers, Lunin and Fran. David Alaba, I'm not sure if he's just there to make up numbers, the Austrian, but he's good sign that he's nearly back to fitness, match fitness. We've got Modric, Arda Güler, Endrick, Fran Garcia, Brahim and youngster Lorenzo. It's better Bellingham. Mbappe goes down. Referee tells him to get up. That might have made it interesting. Once again, I suspect we might have a VAR check. The referee's booked Mbappe for diving. Or for complaining. Everybody up from the Real Madrid dugout to complain. I think if you're going to give that, it's probably got to be a red card. Let's have a look. No offside. The question is, does Szczesny catch his left foot? Or his right foot even. To be fair, Gil Manzano, it's Vinicius who's been booked as well. Didn't see the penalty when it was originally committed against Gavi in the first half. Well, he's going to have a look at it. I think if he does give it, he's going to have to send Szczesny off. Doesn't look as convincing. The angles where it does look. Well, he's got a big decision to make here, Gil Manzano. He's maybe got two. Given the free kick. Red card? I presume so, yeah. So all of a sudden, this game has taken another change. Barca down to 10 men. Wojciech Szczesny sent off for bringing down Kylian Mbappe. If you're going to give the foul, you don't really have any other option other than to send the keeper off, because it's a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Not going to affect him much, however, because red cards like this is only one game, and it would be in this competition. Dani Olmo, a little bit more controversy for you there. He's ready to come on. Hasn't been stopped for, what, 3 minutes already? Obviously, Flick will need to, I would have thought, make the changes at the right time, trying to keep his team as fresh as possible. And he's taking off Lamine Yamal. Is slightly surprising, and they're bringing on Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo basically, what do you say, forward stroke attacking midfielder. Gavi also coming off. Or was it just Gavi coming off? Substitution in Joaquin Peña. Of course, they have to take a outfield player off as well. Sorry, my brain stopped working. There's been so much happening. So, obviously, to bring the goalkeeper on, they had to take off Lamine Yamal, and to bring on Dani Olmo, they had to take off Gavi. So Barcelona down to 10 men. Iñaki Peña in goal for Szczesny, who's been sent off. Lamine Yamal substituted and Dani Olmo on for Gavi. And when we get back into action, we've already had 5 minutes stoppage here. Real Madrid will have a dangerous free kick with Fede Valverde and Rodrigo standing over the ball. So not easy for Iñaki Peña to come in this sort of situation, but if you're a substitute goalkeeper, it's what you tend to have to do, and he couldn't stop that one! 5-2, Rodrigo! Smashes home the free kick. Real Madrid have a bit of a lifeline. Keeper's side of the wall. He's hit it hard. But as a keeper, you won't be happy to see that one go in. He's got a hand to it, but not strong enough. He was originally dropped, apparently, Iñaki Peña, because he was late for a training session on the day before the game against Athletic, and Flick said he was staying, keeping him in the side. Szczesny in the side for the Super Cup. Well, 30 minutes left to play of normal time, plus, well, at least 5 minutes of injury time. Plenty of time for a lot more to happen, I think. Madrid now with an extra man. And they've pulled a goal back. Back to send that one long. What we say about Real Madrid when things start to go their way, it can be an irresistible reforce. Rather than pressing high up the field, sitting a bit deeper. Ceballos, Dani Olmo. Ooh! That's a crunching challenge from Tchouaméni. Well, crunching foul, which has seen him booked. The damage was when he follows through with his trailing leg, really stretching for the ball. You get the VAR confirmation. There's no offside against Mbappe. I just wonder if Szczesny might have been, obviously, with hindsight is a wonderful thing, isn't it? If he'd have scored, it would have been 5-2, but it would have been 11 men on the pitch. If it scored. Dani Olmo's okay. And the veteran Luka Modric. Also about to come on. Indeed, he is on now for Tchouaméni. Once again, taking many risks, and why play with 3 central defenders? I'm sure he's thinking Ancelotti if Barca were down to 10 men. Add a little bit more firepower into the armoury, a little bit more creativity. Player who can find those gaps in the defence, Luka Modric. So Real Madrid now have got Vinicius, Mbappe and Rodrigo up front, Ceballos, Bellingham and Modric in midfield, Valverde, Asensio, Rudiger and Mendy across the back. with Iñaki Peña. It's a good ball across the back, and Mbappe looking to get in. Onas. On Araujo. So still maybe lacking a bit of sharpness, and all of a sudden now, after being under the cosh themselves, looking very vulnerable, it's Real Madrid who are forcing the pace. Well, they can't keep that one in play. Corner for Real Madrid. Taller at the back now with Araujo, Barça. And to be honest, with corners like that, they don't really need to be that tall. Casado clears. Barça gets across, the referee reckons he just gets enough of a touch from the attacker to give the free kick. Not much there, is there? Saw that little sneaky little shirt pull there from Raul Asensio. Will be just looking to slow the game down whenever they get the chance. Might have well got a free kick for that as well, Rudiger. Not quite as hasty as they were in their play, are they now, Barça? Just wonder about taking off Lamine Yamal. I suppose part of Flick's thinking might be that on Wednesday they've got a cup game against Betis. Not a lot of recovery time at all for them there. Vinicius. Oh! That's really unpleasant. Rakes his studs down. Koundé's Achilles there. Gets away without getting a booking. Barca's free kick goes straight to Real Madrid. Valverde punts it skywards. Cubarsí, still under 17 as well. Chance to open it out wide once again. Rodrigo, I think, has been the pick of the Madrid strikers, although you'd say Mbappe scored the opening goal and forced the sending off. Rudiger. Defending quite narrow as well, Barca. Vinicius. be easy for Iñaki Peña. See Barca asking for a foul in the middle of the area. But Madrid will take the throw-in. Looks to curl that one in. Space at the far post for Bellingham. And the ball's got too much on it. Out it goes for a Barcelona throw. All they got up front really now is Lewandowski. So Gavi and Lamine Yamal don't really have such an outlet for pace. Obviously Rafinha. Who's just given the ball straight to Vinicius there. Who in turn gives it to Casado. As Lewandowski forces a throw-in. From Raul Asensio, I think that's going to go out. It is indeed. A little bit of tension. A bit of a push there from Bellingham, wasn't there, at the end on Koundé? Just having a, well, I would say a calming word, but he's not had a great game, I don't think. Gil Manzano, he's got quite a few calls wrong. Needed the VAR to help him out with the penalty for Barca and for the red card for Chesney. As well as, I think, letting Camavinga off what looks like a very, very nailed-on second yellow. Of normal time left, but if we had 9 minutes of added time in the first half, I think we might be heading somewhere similar in the second period, so lots of time still for Real Madrid. Obviously 3 goals to score. It's not, by the way, no extra time in the Super Cup. It would go straight to penalties if the scores were level. Imagine that 5-all draw and then a penalty shootout. More fresh legs for Real Madrid. It's going to be Fran Garcia coming on, I presume for Mendy. Maybe considering Fran Garcia slightly more effective pushing forward. He won't have to defend against Lamine Yamal. Not quite sure what happened there. A bit of a breakdown in communications. Also going to get into the action. Remember, Barca down to 10 men since about, well, the foul was coming in the 54th minute. I think it was actually sent off about on the hour. Was Jack Szczesny. They'll bring it down Mbappe. Mendy, one of his last actions. Barca winning the challenge, but nobody really there now to capitalise on it. Look at where Rafinha is. He's almost acting as an auxiliary right back. Luka Modric make something happen. Not this time. Lewandowski. He looks up, he's got Rafinha once again, a willing runner. Dani Olmo goes through the middle. Sensible though. Lewandowski just slowing things up. I don't know if Barca are going to want to commit too many players forward in this attack. Instead it goes to Casado. It's Pedri. Oh. Tired pass there from Pedri. As Real Madrid prepare their next substitutions. It is indeed Mendy coming off for Fran Garcia. And Bellingham is taken off for Brahim. Not been as influential today, Jude Bellingham. Obviously played on Thursday. And ended up with what looked like a bit of a muscle problem. Or is it Bellingham? Someone's going to have to come off. That is Vinicius who comes off. Don't know if he's asked for the change or whether he was subbed off by Ancelotti. Just for technical reasons, tactical reasons even. To be fair, he's not done very much today or in the first semi-final. Manzano loses his temper, sends off Lewandowski and Brahim. Sorry, books Lewandowski and Asensio. Oh. Free kick now for Barca. This will be good. This is exactly what Barca will be praying for. Just break the game up. Look for fouls, let that clock tick down extra 20-30 seconds every time. There from Casado, just gets himself in the way. Still got Frankie de Jong on the bench. Barca, Ferran Torres and Fermin Lopez as well. 2 substitutions still left to make. Bringing on obviously Iñaki Peña, Ronald Araujo in the first half, and of course that man Dani Olmo. Now Rafinha has cramp. Asensio's shown a few little things in this tournament there. It's always good when you see a footballer helping out an opponent who's got cramp. So the game is being broken up. I think we could be having 10 minutes of extra time here. Ferran Torres is going to come on. So Rafinha has run himself into the ground. We've got one window left in this half, Barcelona. Araujo coming on in the first half. Rafinha is taken off. I think for Barca was just to try and keep that energy level as high as possible on the pitch. Still work to do. Rodrigo. Corner, says Manzano, which Modric sprints across to take. At the end of the match, we will have the prize giving ceremony. quickly. Taking the point quite considerably faster than Barca. Ceballos to Rodrigo. Really the pick of the bunch for Real Madrid, and I'm going to say that again. Fran Garcia, it's a good delivery. Looks as if it took a deflection off Cubarsí. Did indeed. Modric again with a corner. Makes a good claim there, Iñaki Peña. Into the last 10 minutes of normal time. Reasonably happy the way they've limited Real Madrid's chances since Rodrigo made it 5-2. He's playing really intelligent football, Lewandowski. There's Dani Olmo. Almost defending through possession here, Barcelona. Madrid have got an extra man. I wonder if they're just hoping Barcelona might see players sucked forward. This time Real Madrid recovering the ball. And Barca have had time to regroup. Madrid spreading out wide to Fede Valverde. It's easy for Iñaki Peña. There was Fran Garcia in space on this near side. This time it was to send it long. Kicking for touch. Well, if his side do lift the Super Cup, I'm sure those aches and pains and cramps will be a lot less. 82 minutes gone, 5-2 to Football Club Barcelona, who are down to 10 men, and against Real Madrid, even a 3-goal lead, especially with 10 men. Do you ever feel fully secure? If it was another team, you probably would. Free kick for Real Madrid. Yeah, obstruction there, isn't there, from Marc Casado, who probably comes off worse after colliding with Mbappe. It was built like a brick outhouse. Over the bar. Handful in the box there, Bellingham. Bit more noise from the Barca fans in the ground now. Cheers for Joan Laporta, boos for Vinicius. It was the other way around earlier on. It's Rodrigo to Modric. If he looks up, he's got Valverde in a lot of space. As Fede Valverde needs a good control, and Dani Olmo, who makes the block. No offside there against Valverde. It's another decent corner. Bellingham tries to bring it down, can't quite control it. Goal kick. He's pulling to his feet. Just come a little bit late there after his shot. Once again, Iñaki Peña in no big hurry here, is he? Rudiger had Lewandowski behind him as we go into the last 5 minutes of normal time. Very intrigued to see how much time Gil Manzano adds. There was 5 minutes lost, as I say, with the sending off for Chesney. There's been a couple of other reasonably pretty long stoppages as well. Could mean the players in total something like 110 minutes in this game. Good job there's no extra time. Rudiger. Still works it out to Valverde. Back to Asensio, youngster coming to the team. Basically because of injuries to Eder Militao. Ceballos, that's a decent delivery. Well, Rudiger ghosted into the penalty area there. Barca scrambling it clear. Gets the free kick. After it looked as if he'd lost the ball. There's no offside. Yeah, he's got his arm around him. You can't see it from where we're sat. And you have another booking. Araujo, another dangerous free kick for Real Madrid. It's one of these, do you think, do you go for goal? Or difficult one for the keeper? He's going to go for goal, isn't he? But, oh my word, he wasn't far away, Rodrigo. Just wide. So 2.5 minutes left of normal time. Real Madrid needs 3 goals to force a penalty shootout. Another Barca player down. Just got caught there as well. Once again, Gil Manzano plays on. It's Marc Casada who was down in the Madrid half. And now Gil Manzano blows for a free kick. Rafinha's furious. He's picked up a booking for complaining. Oh, it's a way of stepping on Pedro there. I'd like to think he was just stretching for the ball. Well, in the last minute of normal time, how much injury time is Gil Manzano going to add? I'm going to say 10 minutes. if he added 9 in the first half. Fran Garcia crosses that one. Balde maybe needed a call. It's with Dani Olmo. Once again, Lewandowski looks to give Barcelona an outlet. Just the 8 minutes this half. I thought there was more stoppages in the second half than in the first, but 8 minutes of injury time. 8 minutes for Real Madrid to score 3 goals and force penalties. Oh, lovely turn from Mbappe. Bellingham stretches, it goes down. Half a chance, or maybe more than half a chance. Lovely turn from Kylian Mbappe. Great back heel, and he just trying to flick it across Iñaki Peña. Courtois has not touched the ball that much since Szczesny's sending off. Valverde drives it wide. That's great stuff from Mbappe. Now Bellingham stretching, couldn't get the finish. Straight out. Rafinha still in the dugout, stood up by the way, complaining. Once again Mbappe looks to turn, loses out, gets it back. So both teams are putting in a massive effort in this game. Here's a chance, Rudiger! Offside flags up on the far side. Won't count. Rudiger basically playing as an old style number 9. It does really well, Mbappe holds him. Holds the challenge off, and well, if this is going to be Ronald Araujo's last game for Barca, if he is going to be Juventus bound, he's not held anything back. Oohs for Vinicius when he appears on screen. And all of a sudden, there seem to be a lot more empty seats here. It's packed to capacity, great atmosphere. It has to be said, a really good atmosphere. But I get the feeling that some of the Arabian Real Madrid fans want to beat the traffic, which means they ain't going to wait for the ceremony the way it's going. It looks as if it's not going to be their team receiving any prizes. And if you have the chance to beat the traffic here, you want to take the chance to beat the traffic. The problem with this ground is there's no public transport here. Luka Modric into the arms of Iñaki Peña. Well, we can talk about the way they ripped Real Madrid apart in the first half, and with that to make it 5-1 with a goal from Rafinha early in the second. But I think credit has to be given to Barca as well for the way that they have basically stopped Madrid really playing that much. since the sending off. Rodrigo obviously scoring from the resulting free kick. Madrid haven't had many clear chances since then. And you'd expect Madrid, even against Barca playing against 10 men, to perhaps just create a bit more. And as it is, Barca come forward here. Koundé has still got the legs to stride on the attack. Dani Olmo. Koundé. Pedri just runs out of pitch. So we've got 3 minutes left. Barca players are getting onto their feet outside of the dugout. The stone! Great save from Iñaki Peña. As Kylian Mbappé keeps on battling to the end. Corner for Real Madrid in the 96th minute. And the ball in the hands of Iñaki Peña. Looks as if Hansi Flick is going to keep up his 100% record with finals. Take on the 5 he contested with Football Club Barcelona. As Palpatine looks on. When in doubt, kick it out, is the old central defender's adage. With 90 seconds left to play. Araujo had no doubts, the Uruguayan. Madrid keep on trying, they'll keep on trying to salvage a little bit of pride. They've had 2 painful matches already this season against Barcelona, this being the second. 4-0 in the Bernabeu in the league, and at the moment 5-2 against Football Club Barcelona. They were played since the hour, so they've played about 37 minutes with 10 men. And the fact that Real Madrid have only scored 1 goal, that was straight after from a free kick, I think is testament to this man, Hansi Flick. And the way his side adapted as well, they were pressing high against Real Madrid. As soon as they were down to 10 men, they defended deeper, they defended a lot narrower. And their reward will be to win the 15th Super Cup in the club's history. If Madrid had won, it would have been 14 Super Cups for Real Madrid, 14 for Barca. It now is going to be 15 for Barca and 13 for Real Madrid. Well, Gil Manzano has seen enough. There is the final whistle. Football Club Barcelona have won the 2025 Spanish Super Cup in convincing style. Incredible first half performance. Saw them lead 4-1 at the break. Rafinha made it 5-1. And even though Wojtek Szczesny was sent off for bringing down Mbappe when he was clean through on goal. And Rodrigo scored the resulting free kick. Real Madrid had no answer to Barcelona. Carlo Ancelotti has a few things to think about. Barcelona ended last year, 2024, looking vulnerable, looking weak, looking tired. Looks like the Christmas holidays have done them a world of good. Fans seem to be leaving. Lamine Yamal, once again showing what a great talent he is. Scoring the equaliser for Barca and playing a massive role, especially in the first half. Well, bear with us, we'll get a couple of flash interviews and we will also have the prize giving. There's Benitez, got to be said, I think he disappointed in this tournament. There's a lot of controversy about whether he should have been allowed to play or whether he should have picked up more than a 2-game ban from his sending off in Valencia. As it is, he played, but didn't really do that much. Lucas Vázquez got found out. Barcelona getting in behind him. Dani Olmo, well, at the moment he's registered. Will he be allowed to continue registered? There's going to be appeals against that. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, it's good to see him there as well as he continues his recovery from a cruciate knee ligament injury.
El jugador del FC Barcelona, campeón de esta Supercopa. ¿Qué tal, Jules? Buenas noches, enhorabuena.
Buenas noches, gracias.
Primero, ¿cómo se explica un partido así y cómo sabe este título?
Sabe a mucho, realmente hacía un tiempo, una temporada que no habíamos ganado un título, así que
shows that we're having a good season,
y además
but to win something, obviously a classic against Real Madrid is always special.
Hemos aplicado muy bien el plan de partido.
I think we applied our plan very well.
Sabemos que tenemos que presionar.
We know we have to pressure.
Es un equipo que si le dejas espacio se te complica.
If you give them space, they make it difficult for you.
They scored the goal. Clara para marcar antes.
Pero still on the play because we'd had chances beforehand.
Calma,
but we stayed
calm,
we stayed patient.
And
we knew that
Luego ha habido un segundo plan de
if we
partido
stuck to
cuando
our
os puso
plan,
en
we'd
el
win.
y os quedáis con uno menos, el Madrid marca y ahí habéis sabido defender también con otro plan distinto.
Claro, creo que estoy muy feliz y muy orgulloso del
really
equipo
happy and proud of the
hemos
team
aprendido. Creo
because
que
we've learned.
No hace mucho tiempo también
Not
teníamos
long
ventaja y de goles y nos ha costado y hoy
conceded
justo
goals and
después
it's been
de la
difficult for us.
expulsión nos hemos reunido y hemos dicho que bueno
We got
que
together after the
nos
goal.
vamos a tocar sufrir
And
estar un
yeah,
poco
we're
más
going to have
atrás
to
pero
suffer,
que
we'll have to
teníamos
play a bit
bastante
deeper.
goles de ventaja y que no nos podía escapar.
But we
¿Puede
still
suponer
had a
este
good
título
advantage
además
and we couldn't let
conquistarlo
it
de esta
escape.
manera frente al Real Madrid para el resto de la temporada?
Bueno, siempre te da un plus de confianza. Ya tienes un título, tienes mucho que por pelear y bueno, da un plus de confianza al equipo y creo que lo necesitamos y lo merecemos.
Gracias, enhorabuena.
Gracias.
Pues el autor de una de las asistencias sobre Rafinha en uno de los goles y yo me quedo con esos dos titulares, ¿no? Hemos aprendido y evidentemente lo han tomado, bueno, pues en el día de hoy para sacar esa victoria, ese partido frente al Real Madrid y que les da confianza para el resto de la temporada.
We'll show you some views of the King Abdullah Stadium. Kylian Mbappé can't win his first domestic trophy in Spain. Real Madrid, especially in the first half, completely outplayed by Barcelona. And found themselves going from 4-1 to 5-1 down early in the second half. And even after Wojciech Szczesny was sent off, they couldn't really find a way back. And here we have the medals, the trophies coming out. The best assist is going to Jules Koundé. Obviously for his cross for Rafinha to head home Barca's third goal of the game. MVP, Rafinha, absolutely ran himself into the ground, scored 2 goals as well. Outstanding performance from Rafinha. Also, let's not forget he gave the assist to Balde for Barca's 4th of the game. Meanwhile, Kylian Mbappe can only think what might have been. Referee Hillman-Son, I've got to say, I don't think he had a particularly great performance. We should also get an interview from a Real Madrid player. But no sign of one yet. Difficult afternoon, evening for Carlo Ancelotti. It's his second heavy defeat against Barcelona this season. Martinez with a Nicoriña Basque flag around his waist from Ondarroa, just in the province of Vizcaya. John Laporte's financial management of the club has got to be questioned. But he will be happy to see his team beat Real Madrid twice in a season. Lifted the first trophy of the campaign. The new Spanish Football Federation president, Rafael Lauzan. There is the Super Cup. First played in Saudi Arabia in 2020. Obviously 2021 was played in Spain because of the COVID pandemic. Last 2 were played 3 years in Riyadh, and now we're back in Jeddah.
Agradecemos su presencia y nos acompañan esta noche el presidente de la Real Federación Española de Fútbol, el señor don Rafael Lauzan, el viceministro de Deportes, su excelencia Dayar Al-Gadi, el presidente del Fútbol Club Barcelona, el señor Joan Laporta, y también el presidente del Real Madrid Club de Fútbol, el señor Florentino Pérez.
two club presidents, Florentino Perez, John Laporta, with the RFBF president, Rafael Lausen.
ونائب وزير الرياضة في المملكة العربية السعودية معالي بدر القاضي ورئيس نادي برشلونة السيد جوان لابورتا ورئيس نادي ريال مدريد السيد فلورنتينو بيريز. Primeramente, los árbitros del partido y en representación de todos sus compañeros en esta Supercopa de España. التكريم الآن لحكام المباراة وزملائهم في كأس السوبر الإسباني. Árbitro del partido Jesús Gil Manzano. Árbitro VAR Javier Iglesias Villanueva. Árbitro asistente.
Okay, first of all, we get the medals for the refereeing team.
Árbitro asistente Javier Martínez Nicolás. Cuarto árbitro, Mario Melero López. Asistente de reserva, Judith Romano García. Aval, Antonio Tereso Partener. Y soporte VAR, Pablo González Fuentes.
Some long faces there amongst the Real Madrid players. I suspect they'll all be flying back to Spain almost directly after this match. I know Barcelona rather have to prepare their cup game on Wednesday against Betis. Real Madrid have got to Thursday before they play at home to Celta Vigo. Gil Manzano. I don't think he had a great game. Fortunately, there was the VAR to correct him on the penalty and the sending off. Town of Pontevedra in the region of Galicia. The RFEF president.
A continuación, los jugadores y el entrenador del Real Madrid Club de Fútbol recibirán sus medallas como subcampeones de esta Supercopa de España. رحبوا معنا بلاعبي ومدرب نادي ريال مدريد للحصول على ميدالياتهم باعتبارهم الوصيف في كأس السوبر الإسباني.
The runners-up. Laporta applauding them at least. As the runners-up get their medals. Also means Real Madrid have their hope of winning 7 titles this season. Now can't happen, obviously. They've won the European Super Cup and the Intercontinental Cup, beating Pacheca, Mexican side. Still, they're second in La Liga. Atletico Madrid, by the way, went top today after beating Osasuna 1-0. They're alive in the Champions League. Still have some work to do, and they will play Celta Vigo in the Copa del Rey on Thursday. And of course this summer there is the World Club Championship, where, looking as the rivals, you've got to say they will probably kick off as favourites.
Supercopa de España
champions, Hansi Flick, his first title at the new club. Big hug and a kiss from Joan. And the winner's medal. Those are jazzy sunglasses from Rafinha, aren't they? Painful to lose a final. Probably for a Real Madrid player to lose a final to Barcelona is as painful as it gets. Pedri, it's great to see him back to his best. And Lewandowski didn't score the penalty that put Barca ahead, but just played incredibly well. Creating space, dropping deep, opening it up for his companions. Such an example of intelligent play. And then Andres Christensen, will we see him back in action soon? After injury, along with Marc-Andre ter Stegen. So there's the moment, the one you always wait for. It's good to see that ter Stegen will lift up the trophy as well. Marc-Andre ter Stegen lifts up the Spanish SUPERCUP trophy. Football Club Barcelona can celebrate 2025 Spanish SUPERCUP winners. Let the celebrations begin. Here in Barcelona, pop down in Canaletas. If not, back to the airport. Hope you've enjoyed it. Back with the Copa del Rey next week. Let the celebrations and lamentations begin in Jeddah. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. Goodbye.